Welcome to the I Can Do Anything podcast. My name is Colin, and today I'm going to be talking about NBA playoff basketball action from the last couple of days because I can do anything. But first, many of us experience acne for at least a portion of our lives, whether you're just hitting puberty or you're well-seasoned. It can be embarrassing and oftentimes painful. I myself have actually dealt with cystic acne since about my junior year of high school. After years of weekend-long AAU tournaments wearing the same jersey game after game, bad eating habits, and just general bad treatment of my skin, the acne on my back, my neck, and even a little bit on my shoulders was very out of control. The acne was painful and just plain ugly. I avoided taking pictures and missed out on a lot of great moments with friends due to my insecurities. Thanks to Zit Remover, I don't have to worry about acne any longer. After just 3 months of once-a-day use, Zit Remover didn't just temporarily remove my acne, it abolished the bacteria from my body entirely. To receive a free trial bottle of Zit Remover, visit zitremover.com/anything and sign up to receive a free bottle of our best zit removing cream, along with our special zit removing scrubber, a scrubber that digs deep into the pores. You'll notice a significant improvement in your skin, and if you don't, your next bottle is free until you see results. So visit our website at zitremover.com/anything for your free trial bottle today. All right. Zit Remover. Okay, NBA basketball talk. Wednesday night, the Utah Jazz lost to the Houston Rockets 100-93. James Harden had 26. Clint Capella had 16 points, 10 rebounds. Disappointing from the Jazz. A disappointing season or a disappointing end to kind of a weird season for the Jazz. Started off pretty horribly, and then they surged into the playoff picture. Joe Ingles had 11, Jay Crowder had 15, Donovan Mitchell only had 12 on, 18% from the field for Donovan Mitchell. My goodness, 4 of 22, 0 of 9 from 3. Holy shit. Ricky Rubio had 17. Royce O'Neal had 18 off the bench. My goodness, Donovan. Wow. What a way to go out. After a rookie campaign that saw Donovan Mitchell play extremely well in that first-round playoff series against the Oklahoma City Thunder, beating Russell Westbrook and the Thunder in the first round, Donovan Mitchell goes out 4 of 12, 0 of 9 from 3. Jesus. If you can't tell, I didn't watch this game. So the Rockets move on. Harden had 26 on 38% shooting, 3 of 12 from 3. 25% from 3 is pretty bad. 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 5 turnovers. Every time I look at a James Harden box score, I'm just fucking unimpressed. 38% from the field's whatever. It's a little under average, just slightly below average. 25% from 3 is not very good. I don't know. 5 turnovers is far too many for 6 assists. That's a pretty poor assist to turnover ratio. It's about 1-to-1. But it comes in a win. However, if Donovan Mitchell just has his scoring average, if he would have just, with only 12 points, Donovan Mitchell was well below his scoring average of 21.4 points per game this season. If Donovan Mitchell would have gotten to his scoring average, which would have been, 9 more points, the Rockets would have lost. Oh well. Okay. I really don't care. I don't know why I'm saying oh well. The Clippers beat the Warriors in Game 5 to force a Game 6. I believe it was at home for the Clippers. They won 129 to 121. I did watch most of this game. Actually, I think I watched the entire game. Kevin Durant played really well in this game. The Warriors in general played really well. They got 24 from Curry, 22 from Thompson, and Kevin Durant had 45 on 14 of 26 shooting from the field, 53.8% from the field, 41.75 of 12 from three, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. So great production from their big three. Draymond Green had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 points. Did his usual thing, 2 steals, just kind of does everything for the Warriors as he has done over the last couple of years. Maybe a little bit of an underwhelming season for Draymond as a whole, but they are, I don't know. A lot of talk has been about the Warriors maybe coasting a little bit or struggling with the fatigue that comes with trying to three-peat, and just dynasty fatigue that they're experiencing. I don't know. I mean, the Clippers are certainly probably, I don't know. They've played well. They obviously deserve a playoff seeding. My biggest takeaway from watching this game wasn't about the Warriors' lackluster performance, and it's really not even lackluster. They're battling in a series with a really good, scrappy Clippers team. And it wasn't about the scrappy Clippers and Patrick Beverley being a pest and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been so back and forth in this series. He only had 6 points in Game 5 on Wednesday night, but did shoot 2 of 3 from the field, 66%. So, what was it? Yeah, so he made 2 twos and then made 2 free throws. Gallinari was good coming out of a shooting slump, had 26 on 9 of 12, 40% shooting from the field. 3 of 11 from 3 is pretty horrible. 7 rebounds, though. But the big story was Lou Williams, who was amazing. I mean, that guy's so fucking good. He's so crafty. He scores the ball in so many different ways. He was 12 of 19, 63% from the field. Montrezl Harrell had 24 points, 11 of 14, 78% from the field. A lot of his shots are dunks, though. Lou Williams is just so good, man. He's so fun to watch. But my biggest takeaway was Chris Webber is so annoying. And I think that's why TNT keeps him on the air. I think that's why TNT puts him with, I don't know what their like A game, it doesn't seem like they even have like CBS for March Madness has their A team. Grant Hill, Steve Nance, and the old guy, who's really also really annoying for the most part, Vern Lundquist. Is that it? No. Vern Lundquist retired. Who is it? Bill Rafferty. There you go. They've got their A team, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem like TNT necessarily has an A team. They've got Kevin Harlan, who's usually with Reggie Miller, and then they've got Marv Albert, who's usually with, or Marv Alberts, I don't know which one it is, who's usually with Chris Webber, and that seems to be their A and B teams. So they pair a professional play-by-play broadcaster with a eccentric former NBA star in Reggie Miller and Chris Webber, both of whom are, I don't know, I guess they do their job. They're there to provide color. They're there to provide excitement and experience and insight from a former NBA player. But boy, oh boy, Chris Webber just says the most obvious stuff, and then he'll miss really obvious things and like say something completely different. I can't even really give you examples since that game was on Wednesday and I watched it on Thursday. But it's just so annoying to listen to. And I think they do it because I think he's so annoying, but I still listen and like hang on every word that he says because I want to hear the next stupid thing that Chris Webber's going to say as they're reviewing a replay or as they're like whatever it is. He'll point something out that's just like, or just the way he said, I don't fucking know what it is. He is so annoying. And I've talked about it before. There's so many people that agree. And I think TNT does it because I'm talking about it. And people who have listeners and viewership far higher than far higher than mine probably do the same. But yeah, Chris Webber's so annoying. But I listen to it because I just want to hear and criticize the next stupid and annoying thing that he's going to say. Okay, moving on to Thursday's only game, Game 6 between the Nuggets and the Spurs was a really good game. The Spurs got a great overall performance from their big three, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan, and I don't know. I guess Rudy Gay would technically be considered a part of their big three, although he does come off the bench. Aldridge had 26 on 10 of 18, 55% shooting from the field. 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Bryn Forbes added 12. Derek White added 13, both shooting a high percentage, 62.5 and 57.1% from the field. And then Rudy Gay, their third member, after criticizing him in Game 5, Rudy Gay had 19 on 7 of 11, 63% shooting from the field, was 3 of 3 from 3, had 2 assists and 4 rebounds. The Nuggets got a really great performance from Jokic. He had 43 on 19 of 30, 63% from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, added 12 rebounds and 9 assists. A fucking phenomenal performance from a MVP candidate, although he's definitely not going to win, Nikola Jokic. But they didn't get a lot from the rest. Jamal Murray added 16, Gary Harris added 14, both presumably probably a little below their season averages. Paul Millsap added 12. I'm sure that's pretty well below his season average. They all shot a pretty high percentage. Gary Harris shot 62% from the field. Millsap 60%. Torrey Craig, though, only had 5, and then they only got 5, 7, 9, 13 off the bench. Total off the bench. Yeah, it's amazing to see I talked about this before. It's amazing to see minutes shrink. Trey Lyles only played 1 minute. Hernan Gomez, who played quite a bit off the bench, didn't play at all. Mason Plumlee only played 8 minutes. Jared Vanderbilt, who I don't even know. I think that's a white guy. Only played 1 minute off the bench, but just kind of an underwhelming performance from the Nuggets, who gave up a lead. I don't remember how significant the lead was. I know the Spurs somewhere between the third and fourth quarters, towards the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, went on a really big run, and I don't know. This has been a great series, though. It's been a really great series. I predicted it from the beginning, and it now heads to a Game 7 tonight on TNT. I believe that game is at 10 o'clock, 10:30. Yeah, 10 o'clock on TNT. First, though, the Warriors closed out the Clippers in Game 6. Last night, I didn't get to watch it because I'm actually at the radio station right now on Saturday morning. Just got done doing the Saturday morning news on WLKI. Before I talk about the Warriors and the Clippers from last night, though, This portion of the I Can Do Anything podcast is brought to you by Ludus. Selling tickets should be easy so you can focus on what truly matters, your production. The I Can Do Anything podcast is powered by Ludus, built from the ground up for a high school theater director. Ludus is simple and free online ticket sales for K through 12 schools. With a customized ticketing portfolio, Ludus offers great customization features. Choose your own unique domain, pick custom colors to match your organization, and even build a meaningful splash page with the drag and drop editor. Take control of your ticket sales with the advanced control panel tools. Add shows and showtimes. Search for tickets. Find patron data in seconds. Create multiple admin users and issue exchanges and refunds at the click of a button. One of the best features Ludus has to offer is the ability to generate detailed reports, view revenue data broken down day by day, manipulate your data to answer questions about your sales, and export your data for future use. Ludus also offers powerful reserved seating. Easily let your patrons choose their own seats for your reserved seating shows. Upload your seating chart using our drag and drop maker. Add sections, rows, tables, choose premium seating, and general admission shows are possible too. Keep track of student sales by simply adding student ledgers. Each student receives a Ludus account and special sales code that can be applied to any order. When patrons purchase their tickets, they have the ability to print their tickets at home, have them digitally sent to their email for use on mobile devices, or mark them to be picked up at will call. With Ludus, customer service is a breeze. Oftentimes, it's nice to talk to a real person who understands what your job consists of. Ludus offers real-time support through their chat widget, step-by-step guides, videos, and an 888 phone number. Ludus has sold just a little over 280,253 tickets this year. Visit ludus.com and start selling tickets today with Ludus's forever 100% free guarantee to your program. That's ludus.com today. Do it. Okay. Warriors Clippers from last night. Durant had 50. A career high, I believe it was a career high 50 for Kevin Durant last night. Oh, it was a playoff career high. I knew that sounded weird coming out of my mouth. A playoff career high, 50 points for Kevin Durant. Shot 15 of 26, 57% from the field, 6 of 14, 42.9% from three, was 14 of 15, 93% from the free throw line, grabbed 6 rebounds and 5 assists, and was plus 18 with 1 steal and 4 turnovers. Wow, what a night for Kevin Durant. They got 24 from Curry, only 9 from Thompson, a triple-double from Draymond Green, who had 16 points on 8 of 14, 57.1% from the field. 14 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 blocks for Draymond. So a really great night for Draymond Green to close out the Clippers. The Clippers struggled a little bit. Maybe not. Lou Williams struggled. He had 8 points on 14% shooting from the field, 3 of 21. Wow, that was a big factor. So Lou Williams played pretty poorly, although he did have 7 assists. Montrezl Harrell had 10 off the bench. Not a ton of production off the bench from the Clippers. They got 18, 20, 23, 31 points off the bench. I guess that's not horrible. Patrick Beverley had 11. That's funny. They have Patrick Beverley listed as the small forward, Landry Shamet listed as the shooting guard, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander listed at point guard. It's funny because Patrick Beverley is definitely the shortest. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the third tallest, and then it's amazing that the Clippers took presumably the best team in the NBA to 6 games in the first round, with Patrick Beverley, Danilo Gallinari, JaMychal Green, Landry Shamet, and a rookie, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who has a really, really promising career ahead of him. And then Lou Williams off the bench to 6 games. It's pretty amazing, actually. So, yeah, that game, I didn't watch it, so I really don't got much to say. Today, I already talked about the Spurs and the Nuggets. The 76ers and the Raptors series begins today at 7:30 on TNT. I'm really excited for that game. That series in general is going to be really good. I don't know that I got much more to say to you folks. Addison Dobb is going to be joining me tomorrow for an episode that will come out on Monday. We'll probably cover basically the entire playoffs, since I haven't talked NBA playoffs yet with Dobb. So we'll cover a lot of the big playoff games and probably talk about the upcoming series. I guess looking forward for the NBA playoffs, predictions for the 76ers and Raptors series. I see this series probably going 6 or 7 definitively. I'll just say it goes 6 games to the Raptors. This is just matchup wise. The Marc Gasol on Joel Embiid matchup is going to be really, really good. Let's see who Kyle Lowry and Ben Simmons at point guard is a good matchup, although Ben Simmons obviously is not really a size-wise not really a point guard, and certainly in the post is a huge mismatch for Kyle Lowry. And then the Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler probably matchup will be a good one. I don't know who else they start. So Kyle Lowry or Kawhi Leonard will probably guard Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris, and then Pascal Siakam will guard whichever one of those Leonard doesn't guard. The matchups are just going to be really, really good in this series. That leaves, I can't even think of the starting lineups other than those people on these teams. Let me go back to box scores from previous games to see who the 76ers also start. Who's the last one? JJ Redick. So JJ, Embiid, Simmons, Butler, Harris. Okay, I got those 5. So who's the fourth for? Oh, Ibaka. So would Ibaka guard? Wow, the matchups are really going to be interesting. Does Ibaka start? I don't know that Ibaka starts anymore. Who's their other starter? Does Danny Green start? Okay, yeah, probably Danny Green. So Danny Green and wow. These are really great matchups. Danny Green and JJ Redick, both great shooters and guys that are pretty great defensively for their size and position. So that series, my prediction goes to 6 games to the Raptors. I just like Kawhi Leonard. The chemistry is weird in Philadelphia. Although, this one could very, very easily go either way. I think that these teams are extremely well matched together. The Raptors may have a little bit more playoff experience than the very young 76ers. Actually, they have a pretty significant amount of playoff experience. With Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green both coming over from the Spurs, both winning championships and playing in a ton of playoff series, and then Kyle Lowry and Serge Ibaka, who have played in a lot of playoff series in their lives, in their NBA careers, and then Marc Gasol doesn't have very much playoff experience, but he's just a veteran in the league. So yeah, it's going to be a really exciting series, and then the Rockets and the Warriors will be very interesting. Having the Warriors kind of, as I talked about earlier, just kind of, it seems like coasting a little bit, and now they've sort of kicked it into gear after beating the Clippers, and then having the Rockets win their series in just 5 games rather than 6. Well, yeah, I guess that's only 1 game difference. Huh. wow, I was looking at that like the Rockets barely played and the Warriors were, grinding down to the bone against the Clippers in a really long series. And I don't know, 6 games is still 6 games, and 5 games is 5. Wow, look at that, Colin. 5 games is 5 games. 6 games is 6 games. Wow, imagine that. But I don't know. It seems like maybe the Rockets are going to be a little more well-rested. This is going to be a great series, though. A rematch of last year's Western Conference final takes place in the semifinals. And then on Sunday, I believe the other 2 series will begin between the Bucks and the Celtics. And who's the other one? Oh, the Trailblazers and the winner of the Nuggets and the Spurs, although that one probably won't take place until Monday because the Nuggets and the Spurs play tonight. That's going to be another really good series, regardless of who wins between the Spurs and the Nuggets. I'm really excited about that series. All these 4 series that we have left are going to be all really, really good. These are going to be, my guess is they all go to 6 games or more, 6 or 7 games. I think, gosh, I don't know about the Bucks and the Celtics. It's tough to pick the Bucks just given their lack of playoff experience, with the Celtics having quite a bit of playoff experience. Just off my gut, I'm going to go Bucks in 6. I'm going to go Warriors in 7. I'm going to go Raptors in 6. And I think the Spurs will probably beat the Nuggets. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Spurs probably beat the Nuggets tonight. It's in Denver, but just given the Spurs coaching and playoff history, I'm going to go with the Spurs over the Nuggets. It'll be a tough loss for the Nuggets after a really good season and a first round elimination. Sort of makes that series or this season feel like a disappointment for the Nuggets, coming in as a 2 seed and kind of getting a tough draw with the Spurs, who are just a historic NBA franchise. I don't know. Yeah, it is going to be a really good atmosphere in Denver, but I see the Spurs probably coming out of that one. And just having this series go so long, I think with the momentum that the Trailblazers got from that Damian Lillard series, their drive to get past the second round, I think the Trailblazers beat the Spurs in 7. Which would mean the Warriors and the Trailblazers play in the Western Conference Finals, and the Bucks and the Raptors play in the Western Conference Finals. I'll wait for my predictions there until those series are determined. Thanks again for listening to the I Can Do Anything podcast, and have a good night.